For this script, we're going to be choosing Android because it's recommended and it's what it is. So the next thing you want to go ahead and do is to select or verify your system requirements and hardware requirements as well as software requirements. Do well to ensure that your system meets all the requirements that is being stated here in the documentation. So once that is checked, the next thing you want to do is just to go ahead and install Flutter SDK by downloading and installing into your local machine. So what you want to do is to click on this Flutter Windows button and you download the zip folder of it, and then you unzip it as well as install it. Select your preferred installation directory and add it to your local path or your path variable, Windows path variable. Alright, so once that is completed, you want to go ahead and get your integrated development environment, which is your IDE. So basically for mobile you can either use Visual Studio Code or you can use Android Studio. So first of all, let's try to get Visual Studio Code. So what you want to do is go to code.visualstudio.com/download, where you're able to see this screen here, and you want to go ahead and choose which of these options best suits your installation. And for me, I advise to use Windows. I'm currently using Windows, so you just click on this button and your installation is going to begin. So what you want to do is to go ahead and install it into your machine. So once you've gotten Visual Studio, you just want to go ahead and get Android Studio as well. So Android Studio, you can actually use it to run the Flutter script, or you can use it for your emulator in order to run the application and see the live preview of it. So currently the latest version of Android Studio is Android Studio Meerkat, and you can just go ahead and read the release notes here. This will help you to understand what has been new, what is not new, and what are the features of the existing Android Studio. So clicking on this button, you're just going to be redirected to this pop-up where you get to read the terms and conditions for Android Studio. And once you do that, the next thing you want to do is just to go ahead and check this checkbox where you just say you've accepted the terms and conditions after you've read it, of course. So yeah, once you click on that and then you proceed to download the application, your Android Studio will be downloaded automatically. Alright, so once that is completed, you select either Android Studio or Visual Studio. For me, I'm going to be using Visual Studio, and today we're going to be this is my download path for my script. So I'm just going to open it here. So you just have to find your downloaded path where it was downloaded, and then you just have to open it. And once you open it, just open the terminal. That's the first thing you're going to try to do. Okay, so once you're on your terminal, so the first thing we want to do is to just type this command into our command line, say flutter clean. So because we want to clean this project, being the first time you're going to be running this, you just want to delete most of the dependencies and Flutter plugins, and then try to reinstall them. So just the way this command is, do Flutter clean. For some of us this might take a couple of times, but might just be as fast as it is. Once you're done with that, it deletes some plugins and dependencies. You just want to go ahead and get these dependencies all over again. So you just have to put this command flutter get. So basically this is just a way of Flutter resolving your dependencies and downloading it all over again, making sure everything is right. And okay, so this is a success. Basically everything has been installed, and yeah. So the next thing, the final thing we want to do in order to run this script is just to put in our command line. You just say flutter run, just the way it is, and this is going to run your application in a preview where you get to see the live application. So you just have to do flutter run. Okay, so our application is live. So the first thing you see is a splash screen, and then you get into the application. This is how the application works, and you see your top stories and following for you, art and culture.